Hello and welcome to your update on Solana. The Solana chart is still in an overall bullish structure. We want to start here on the daily time frame. This chart is still potentially bullish, and I will show you on the smaller time frame what we need to watch out for. Important is to highlight here on the daily time frame that the market has started to react to our support region. Not only once, we had a reaction here already in June, early June, then around the 13th or 12th of June, and then here again now on the 22nd of June, and we have seen some good reactions to the upside so far. I did already mention it in our member update earlier today that I really have a hard time calling the move up from the 22nd of June low to call it really a five-wave move up. As you probably know, if you're following us and follow Elliott wave and so on, then you know that a five-wave move up is needed to really confirm a low in place. Ideally, a five-wave move up above a key level, above a resistance level, structural resistance or Fibonacci resistance. So it can be, apologies, it can be a five-wave move. We can class this move up indeed as a five-wave pattern, but it is not a very clear five-wave pattern to the upside. I think that is important to highlight. But we're going to take a look at it on the smaller time frame. Technically speaking, what I'd like to see is either the C wave play out from here with first ideal target at around $249, or even the yellow count in which we could go higher, potentially even to 360, 380 in this cycle. I still personally prefer the yellow scenario. I mention every few days where the price should be going, so it's usually here in the videos. The next resistance on the daily chart is going to be this one here at around $186. This would need to be broken, obviously, to unlock those higher prices. For now, the overall bullish thesis, whether it's the white count, which allows at least for another C-wave rally to $250, so the bullish scenario in the white and yellow counts remains plausible and preferred as long as we're holding the $109 level. So below $109, probabilities are starting to shift towards potentially more bearish outcomes and scenarios. But for now, the overall focus here is still on higher prices. And we now need to understand, okay, do we actually have a five-wave move up on the smaller time frame so we can actually start to look for higher prices also on our 1 hour chart? And I'd say let's take a look at this 1 hour time frame. And I would say so. So this is a five-wave move up. I did mention already it is super ugly. And I mentioned yesterday if we break above $155.73, not with a wick, it needs to be a bit more of a sustained break, then we are likely starting to talk about a different structure. So at the moment, this can still be classed as a five-wave move, but the fifth wave is already very long, okay? Normally, my limit is the 78.6 extension, because if we go above it, it becomes too long, this move up, in this case from the Friday low, the 27th of June, Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a possible five-wave move, super ugly, but as I said, I have a hard time calling it a five-wave move because the depth of the wave 4, the length of the wave 5, it's still absolutely valid as a five-wave move, but really the top must be in now. But I cannot confirm a top until we break below that $149.50 level, at least, So that means the white count is an option. What is the white count? The white count just indicates that this is simply an ABC structure, which would become even clearer if we get the C-wave reach the 100% extension at $161, maybe even a little higher, but then the C-wave will be quite long. And if that C-wave actually plays out like that, then it looks more like a three-wave move than a five-wave move. And again, that would be a strong signal that not necessarily the bears are taking the lead, but the structure is shifting, and the risk is just that it's a corrective rally. Okay, the risk is there that it's a corrective rally. Ultimately, we will still need to see how the price performs in a pullback, but I can tell you right now that I'm not convinced this actually is a five-wave move, but I still have added already the support area for the wave 2, which will come into play once we start a pullback, which again will need to be confirmed with a break below $149.50, $149.40. That would be, yeah, the key level to watch, the first key level to watch. And then I'm watching overall for higher prices as long as we are holding above $132.50. That's just here on the 1 hour time frame, right? Of course, if we break below it, then the $109 level comes into focus. That's the larger time frame support. We are then going to fall back into that larger pattern. But for now, I'm watching how the market reacts here. I mentioned already yesterday that this is going to be a key spot here where the bulls and the bears are going to be fighting quite a bit. And at least here, we will probably get a decision how Solana is going to move in the coming weeks or so. Yeah, that's the update on Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.